Hello and welcome to another edition of 5 Minutes with Tim Webster on webon.com sports. On today's show, we're discussing the benefits that could be seen from an increase to Australian Olympic team funding. For many Australians, the Olympics provide a platform to unite behind our athletes and rejoice in their successes on an international stage. Sydney 2000 and Athens 2004 saw record medal hauls, and our 14 gold at Beijing was our third best medal haul ever. However, results at the last two Summer Olympics have dropped substantially. An 8th place finish in London was followed by our worst medal haul in 24 years at Rio 2016, seeing a 10th place finish. This has led to politicians, administrators and sports fans alike asking the question, is the amount of taxpayer funding for the Olympic team too much? Funding for the Australian Olympic team comes from primarily the Australian Sports Commission and the Australian Olympic Committee. In total, for the Rio Olympiad, the total level of funding for the Australian team was $332 million, a sizable increase from the $305.2 million delivered during the 4-year cycle for the London Olympics. Comparatively, UK Sport fund their Olympic team through their national lottery, which was initiated after the disastrous performance in Atlanta in 1996. In total, they spent more than £274 million on their Rio campaign, which equates to around 500 million Australian dollars. This was an increase on their £264 million or 450 million Australian dollars they invested for the London Olympics. This large investment of UK sport funds access to world-class coaches, development programs and high-performance facilities. It is my belief that there is room for an increase in funding to the Australian Olympic team, which would not only drive an improvement in results for Tokyo 2020, but subsequent Olympic Games. Furthermore, such an investment would allow for the fostering of development programs for youth and an increase in national pride and euphoria from an improvement in results. These themes are intertwined as values of the high-performance sport program at the AIS. This highlights that Olympic funding is not only about results, but ensuring youth participation in sport is nurtured and Australia's love for sport facilitated. In applying social theories to this case, the functionalist perspective reflects these values and ideologies by viewing society as a system of interrelated parts through which sport positively contributes. For example, from an Olympics context, the successes of athletes can be used as a vehicle to inspire youth by utilising their public image as role models. This is acknowledged by Payne, Reynolds, Brown and Fleming in their 2015 review of literature, suggesting effective programs have an influence regarding an increase in sport participation. Chief Executive of the Australian Sports Commission, Kate Palmer, further supported this view in her recent appraisal of the Australian Winter Olympics team performance in Pyeongchang. She commented her confidence that their performances will inspire future international success and a rise in sport participation. Evidence of this is proven in Winter Olympic silver medalist Jared Hughes. His experience of witnessing first-hand Australian success at Sydney in the 2000 Summer Olympics provided him with the goal of competing in the highest echelon of sport. In concert with inspiring youth, the functionalist perspective also allows us to elucidate the nationalistic fandoms that are often promoted through international sport. Butterworth, in his 2007 paper, supports this notion when he refers to the Olympics as a medium for avid nationalism. Further, Billings, Brown and Brown-Devlin in their 2015 paper suggest that the Olympics has the inclination to positively correlate medals with increased national pride. That is, people hinge their feelings of nationalism on athletes' success. Who can forget the hysteria that swept the nation when Michael Klim, Chris Feidler, Ashley Callis and Ian Thorpe trumped the USA in the 4x100 metre freestyle relay at Sydney 2000? Or at the same games when Kathy Freeman united the nation in her inspiring win in the women's 400 metres. Increasing funding to the Australian Olympic team would be a sound investment in not only increasing the prospect of improved results in future Olympic Games, but also the deliverance of national pride and elation, which will inspire youth to become involved in sport. This is important, as an increase in funding is more than just a medal.